A few weeks ago, I covered my investment strategy on the 1990 Marvel Series 1. Today, I'm going to show you how I did with the 3 cards that I got back from PSA via the express submission. What's up YouTube, Card Boss here. We talk about everything cards, money, investing. Alright, let's go. So if you haven't watched the full first video, click on the link at the description below. In that video, I covered that I sent a total of 115 1990 Marvel Series 1 cards to PSA. Now 3 of those cards were sent via express, around 20 are on regular service, and the rest on value, i.e. a turnaround time of 12 months or so. First question that comes to mind would be, why did I stagger the submissions and why didn't I go for either all regular or value? Of course, regular submissions are way more expensive and that would bring up the cost base. At the same time, I didn't want everything to be on value because who's to know what's the Marvel Universe market like in 12 to 15 months from now. So I did my math and diversified my submissions just a little as a form of hedging with the intention that if I got back some of the cards and sold them at current or slightly discounted prices, I would cover my entire cost base, and the lot that would be coming back in a year's time would kind of like be free. Therefore, even if the market tanked for whatever reason in 12 to 15 months, I won't be out of pocket. And this is one tip that some people neglect, thinking that let's just send in the cheapest mode possible. This is the effect you can see in the sports card market now, is that people who were sending in a year ago base cards that were worth about $10 to $20 through value submissions, thinking that once they came back, they could flip it for 100 or 120. But after waiting 12 months or so, the sports card landscape had changed dramatically, and these cards, which were once worth $100, are now only $50. You're probably thinking, yeah, it's still profit, but you got to assess 2 things. Time value money, i.e. how long the cards were sitting with PSA, versus what you could have done with the same amount of capital. And there is still an element of risk sending a card for grading. Like, what if you got all 9s instead of 10s? You'd probably be out of pocket a year later, as opposed to swimming in 2x or 3x of profits. So back to Marvel. The 3 cards that I sent on the $75 Express before the first round price revisions were the brown suit Wolverine, the Wolverine X-Men suit, and the Stan Lee. Now why these 3? At the time, with what I had, I picked out these 3 because they looked the cleanest and had the best shot of getting a PSA 10. So while it was optimistic, but having all 3 come back as a PSA 10 would have paid off my entire strategy based on the then prices. Of course, a couple of things happened. I didn't get all PSA 10s, and the price tanked by more than half. So here's how I did. I ended up with a step ladder of a PSA 10, 9, and 8. While PSA 9 is probably alright, the 8 was not. I took a second look at the Stan Lee, but I couldn't really see the floor. But it is what it is. Nevertheless, I still went ahead to sell all 3 cards, fully aware that I was not likely to recover my costs on PSA 9, PSA 8, given the fact that A, the prices are down, and B, down to the point that I can't cover my expensive $75 express order fee. Still, the $53 and $43 which I got for the Wolverine Stan Lee before fees is cash in the pocket, which I can refund into something else. Would I have gotten a bit more later if I were to hold on to these 2 cards? Of course that's possible, but what's also possible is that prices will stay flat, or worse, go down, and all that is beyond anyone's control. What is within your control would be what you can do with that sales proceeds and turning it into something more productive. Looking at the PSA 10, it sold for a nice $455 before fees, up about $100 when I first did my video 2 weeks ago. Naturally I profited, and so when I amalgamate the entire submission, I'm actually up $146 on the 3 cards. And I still got 112 cards to go. I've mentioned before, these are not life-changing profits, but goes to show that if you plan and make calculated moves, you almost always come out on top. It's those times when we make uneducated decisions and follow the current trends and hypes is when we make mistakes and lose money. I will have other parts coming in the future when I get back more submissions, so stay tuned and subscribe if you want to see how I did in the end. So if you guys like this video and found it very useful, do like and subscribe for more content in the future. I will be putting up similar videos, so do watch out for that. Thanks and have a great day.